Good morning. Today, we ask a simple question. If you were handed the life of a millionaire today, could you carry it? Could you carry the team, the clients, the calendar, the pressure? Could you run a small company that feeds your family for life and serve people with care? If your honest answer is no, that is not shame. It is a signal. You are not ready yet, and that can change. This audiobook is a plan to change it with calm steps you can do each day. Ambition is not a wish. Ambition is a path. Big goals pull energy. Big goals filter noise. Big goals raise your daily standards. Small goals ask you to finish. Big goals ask you to grow into someone who can hold real weight. You will learn to put process first and results second. You will learn to enjoy the climb, not just the view at the top. Here is the road we will walk together. Define your North Star. Choose a mountain, not a hill. Find your big why. Identity before goals. 30-day curiosity experiments. Build a skill stack for scale. Systems over motivation, environment by design. Upgrade your circle. Fail forward, stay humble. Each chapter gives you one core lesson, one short story set in the United States, one simple challenge, and one clear metric. What you need is small. Bring a notebook and a pen, find a quiet corner, give yourself 1 hour each day for the next 2 weeks. Turn your phone off during that hour. Open one file, close every other tab. When I say pause, pause. When I say write, write. When I say start, start. Speak your answers out loud if you can. Use plain words. Take short breaths. Keep your body still. Let your mind do one thing at a time. What I promise is simple. If you show up for 1 hour a day, you will feel less noise and more direction. You will know what to say yes to and what to refuse. You will build proof that you can be trusted by yourself. Trust compounds. Direction compounds. A calm mind makes strong moves. You do not need talent. You need a routine. You need a clean table. Set a start time and a stop time. Make one promise to yourself. Honor it daily, no drama required. Let us align on the reason we do this. We dream big so we can become someone who deserves big tasks. We grow skills that serve real people. We carry our share with care and dignity. We keep our feet on the ground and our eyes on the horizon. We keep going when the mood dips. We keep going when the crowd is loud. We keep going because the work itself makes us stronger. You are not late. You are not behind. You are starting now. Take a breath. Commit to the process. We will begin with your North Star, the simple line that points your life in one direction you can follow each day. Then we will turn that line into a clear map. Step by step. Day by day. The mountain is large. Your steps can be small. Start here. Start now. Chapter 1. Define your North Star. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture a dark forest at night. You hear wind in the trees. You feel cool air on your face. You try to walk, but every path looks the same. You make a slow circle without knowing. Then a clear star appears above the trees. It stays in one place. Your shoulders drop. Now you can choose a line and move with calm steps. Life works like that. Without a North Star, you drift. Trends choose for you. Friends choose for you. The feed chooses for you. A North Star is one clear line that points your life in one direction. It is not a wish. It is a promise you keep through daily moves. Set it with one short sentence. Answer 2 things. Who do you want to become? Who do you want to serve? Keep it short. Read it out loud. You should feel a tiny shock in your chest. Write your line like this: I become a reliable builder in my craft who helps a real group in a clear way. Replace builder, craft, group, and way with your words. Aim to become useful and steady. Aim to become someone who lifts others while growing strong inside. Now bring proof to the ground. Pick 3 measures you can track with a pen each night. First is output. Count pages written per day, designs shipped per week, or customer calls made before lunch. Second is skill. Count hours of focused practice, drills done, or lessons passed. Third is service. Count people helped, tickets solved, or useful notes shared with your team. These 3 measures show you are on path even when results are slow. Set a horizon and pull it close. Imagine 5 years for 1 minute. Then pick one 12-week win that fits your North Star. A basic certificate, a sample set of 10 pieces, an entry role or short internship earned. The win must be visible. A friend should see it and agree that it is done. Build 2 anchors: morning plan and night review. Morning plan takes 5 minutes. Write 1 outcome for the day that moves your North Star forward. Night review takes 5 minutes. Mark your 3 measures. Circle any drift. Write 1 sentence on how you will fix it tomorrow. 2-minute launch. Sit. Open 1 file named Start. Type 1 line that moves your North Star. Start the timer. Keep typing until 2 minutes end. Most days you will keep going. Make the right step easy to start. Place your tools where you can see them. Open the 1 file you need before you sleep. Put your phone in another room during your work hour. Make the wrong step hard to start. Sign out of the app that steals your time. Remove 1 icon from your home screen. Change the room if you can. Here is a story from the United States. Jaden lives in Columbus, Ohio. He stocks shelves at night and takes classes at Columbus State Community College. He wants a help desk role. His North Star is simple: become a reliable support tech who solves real problems for real people. He set 3 measures: tickets solved in a practice portal, hours of focused practice on core tools, people helped each week in the campus lab. He picked 1 12-week win, build a sample set of 10 solved cases, and pass a basic help desk certificate. He taped the goal card on his laptop. Each morning he writes 1 outcome. Each night he marks his 3 measures. After 4 weeks he sleeps better, solves more tickets, and feels calm because he can see progress. Use your North Star as a filter. Say yes to moves that point to it. Say no to moves that do not. Free time is not bad. Numb time is the trap. Choose rest that restores you. Long walk, good book, clean food, early sleep. Speak your line each morning and before you sleep. Keep a card in your wallet and 1 on your desk. Simplicity beats drama. Let the line guide your choices without noise. Keep your eyes on process, not status. The world will wave a new trend in front of you each week. Smile and stay on the line. You are not trying to look like a winner. You are trying to become one in truth. Winners in truth are built by simple proof. They do the work when no one watches. They grow a little each day. They serve people around them with care. Here is a short list to lock the habit. 1. Write your North Star on a card. Place it where you start your day. 2. Build a 2-minute launch. Sit down, open 1 file, type 1 line. 3. Track your 3 measures on paper at night. 4. Set a weekly checkpoint with a friend. 5. Protect your first deep hour by closing your phone. If your path goes dark, do not panic. Go back to the line. Read your card. Do your 2-minute launch. Mark your 3 measures at night. Tell a friend you are back on track. Dark days pass. Good systems carry you through the gap. What about doubt? Doubt will visit when results are slow. Answer it with motion. A small action makes a small win. Small wins stack. Stacked wins change how you see yourself. When you see yourself as someone who shows up, you show up more. Confidence is a byproduct of kept promises. What about fear? Fear says, stop. This is new. Thank it. Then move anyway with one tiny step. 1 email sent, 1 page drafted, 1 call made. The step is your proof that you can move while afraid. Courage grows from proof, not from mood. What about comparison? Comparison steals joy. Trade it for curiosity. Ask how they built that. Learn one move. Try it in your next session. Applaud their win. Then return to your line. Micro-challenge. Within 48 hours, write your North Star. Choose your 3 measures. Set 1 12-week win. Build 2 cards. Morning plan on your desk. Night review on your pillow. For 3 nights in a row, mark your measures before you sleep. If you miss, write the reason and fix one small thing the next day. Mantra: dream big. Build to deserve. Next, we turn a single line into a climb. Choose a mountain, not a hill. Chapter 2. Choose a mountain, not a hill place. Your hand on a map. See lines that rise. Hills look friendly. Mountains look far. Do not spend your best years on small hills for a quick view. Choose a mountain that asks you to train, to stretch, to grow worthy of the peak. A hill gives a fast win. A mountain builds a strong spine. A hill flatters. A mountain forms. Start with meaning. Ask 3 checks. Does this path matter beyond trends? Will it make you better across time? Will the value still be good in 5 or 10 years? 3 yes answers mean a worthy climb. Now make a 1-page map. Draw 3 base camps. Base, mid, peak. Your first camp holds skills and tools to stand steady. Your second camp holds practice and early proof. Your third camp holds output that others can see. 1 page. 1 glance shows what comes next. Set a 12-week horizon for the first push. Name 1 visible win at mid-camp. It could be a short project shipped, a basic certificate passed, or 5 clients served. Keep it so clear a friend would nod and say it is done. Pick weekly checkpoints. Every 7 days, pass a small gate. The gate is 1 action that proves motion on the climb. It could be 1 demo, 1 meeting with a mentor, 1 review of notes, or 1 shipment. Put the gates on your calendar. Treat them like a shift at work. You show up. A demo is a tiny proof you can show in 5 minutes. A report is 1 page that says what you did, what you learned, and what you will do next. Choose your guide. A mentor can be 1 or 2 steps ahead. Send a short note with respect. Say what you are trying to do. Share 1 line of progress. Ask 1 clear question. Then do what they suggest and report back. Here is a message you can send today. Hello, I am starting a 12-week climb toward a help desk role. This week I finished 2 practice sessions and built a 1-page map. May I ask 1 question about my next step? Build your kit. Keep it light and ready. You need a notebook, a timer, and a clean table. You need a template for planning and a template for review. You need a folder that opens to the right file. You need a closing ritual so tomorrow begins easy. Protect the climb. Cut the lures that pull you down the valley. Endless feeds. Late nights without a reason. Tasks that look busy but do not move the map. Say no with respect. Say it early. Here is a story from the United States. Maya lives in Tucson, Arizona. She is 19 and works at a coffee shop. She wants to become a respiratory therapist. The pay will help her family. The work will help patients breathe with less fear. She draws a one-page map. Base camp holds anatomy basics and core math. Mid-camp holds a practice log and a volunteer shift at a clinic. Peak camp holds a completed program application and letters from 2 supervisors who trust her. Maya sets a 12-week horizon for the first push. The visible win at mid-camp is a complete set of study notes, 20 logged practice sessions, and a letter from the clinic confirming her hours. She places weekly gates on Sundays. Each gate is brief and public. She posts her practice count in a small study group, books the next clinic shift, and shows a photo of her notes to a friend who holds her to her word. She chooses a guide. Mrs. Reynolds, a senior therapist at the clinic, agrees to 1 call each month if Maya sends a report first. The report is simple. What she did, what she learned, what she will do next. 1 page, no drama, Maya keeps the deal. Advice turns into steps. Steps turn into proof. She builds her kit, a timer, index cards with key terms, a binder with tabbed sections for each course, a clean corner at home with 1 lamp and 1 chair. She writes a closing note each night that says, start with page 5, then do practice set 3. She places her phone in the kitchen during her study hour. At week 4, a cousin invites her to a late party. Maya says thanks and passes. At week 6, she wants to skip the clinic. She texts her friend and says, hold me to it. She goes. A patient tells her thank you for being calm. That sentence fuels 2 more weeks. At week 8, she nearly fails a quiz and thinks about switching paths. She does not. She sends the report, takes the fix, and proves she can stay on the mountain when the sky turns gray. By week 12, Maya stands at mid-camp. She has 23 sessions logged. She has notes that she can flip through in minutes. She has 2 short letters from staff who saw her show up on time. She sends her application. The mountain still looks tall. Use the same pattern for your climb. 1-page map, 3 camps, weekly gates, a guide who answers, a kit that is ready. Cut the lures, keep the climb. When doubt speaks, answer with a small move. Open the file. Do 1 rep, send 1 message. When the mood drops, fall back to the map. When a friend asks you to switch mountains, thank them. Here is your starting plan. Today, choose your mountain. Write 1 line that names it. Draw the 3 camps. Fill each with 2 or 3 items. Pick a visible win for the mid-camp. Set a 12-week horizon. Place 4 weekly gates on your calendar. Reach out to 1 guide with a short note. Pack your kit before you sleep. Tomorrow, begin the first gate. Keep it light. Keep it public to 1 trusted friend. Mark your progress with ink. At the end of the week, stand still for a minute. Take 1 calm breath. Ask a calm question. Did I move up the map? If not, cut 1 lure or shrink 1 step. Then try again. Stand by your map when the mood dips. The hill flatters, the mountain forms. Next, we find the reason that pulls you through hard days. Your big why. Chapter 3. Find your big why. Sit down. Take one slow breath. Tonight you will write a letter to yourself. The letter is short. The letter is honest. It answers one question. Why do you do the hard thing when no one is watching? Plans fall apart when you're tired. A big why pulls you back up. A big why is not a slogan. It is not a line that looks good on a wall. It is the picture of a life you want to live. It is the person you want to become. It is the wound you refuse to pass on. Start with 3 scenes from your life. Close your eyes for a minute between each scene. First, a moment when you felt proud. Second, a moment when you were hurt. Third, a moment when you felt a sharp envy. Ask what that person has that your heart longs for. Do not judge yourself, just notice. Now ask why until you touch something true. Write one reason. Ask why that reason matters. Write the next reason. Ask why again. Do this 5 times. Think of 5 whys like walking down a short stair. Each why is one step lower until your chest feels tight and your eyes feel bright. That is the signal. You reached the root. Put the root into one plain sentence that begins with because. Keep it simple. Because I want my family to feel safe. Because I want to help students who feel lost like I did. Because I want my hands to make things that last. End the line with a small move you can do today. Because of this, I will do 1 hour of focused work before dinner. Here is a 2-line sample letter. Dear me, I am writing to remember why I am making this climb. Because I want families on my block to feel safe and warm in winter, I will study 1 hour before I touch my phone. Here is a story from the United States. Darius lives in Detroit, Michigan. He is 21. He works days as an apprentice electrician. Nights he studies for a license exam. His old why was thin. Make more money. After long shifts, that why did not lift him. He scrolled his phone and said tomorrow. Weeks slipped. One Sunday, he sat at his kitchen table and wrote the letter. He saw 3 scenes. Pride. He fixed the lights in his aunt's store before a holiday sale and kept her doors open. Hurt. He remembered the winter when the heat went out, and he watched his mom cry under a coat. Envy. He thought of a crew leader who was calm on the job and never raised his voice. Darius asked why 5 times until the line turned clear. Because I want families on my block to feel safe and warm in winter. Because of this, I study 1 hour before I touch my phone. He taped the line near the door. In the morning, he read it out loud. At night, he read it again. When he got home, he looked at the line and set a timer. He studied the National Electrical Code with notes and tabs. He booked a date at the testing center. He studied wire codes for 50 minutes. Make your line a daily signal. Read it every morning. Whisper it at night. Keep the line where you start your day. Keep another copy in your wallet. Stress test your why. Would you do this if no one praised you? Would you do this if the money came later? Would you do this if your friends did not get it yet? If you can say yes, you have a real engine. If you say no, adjust the line. Aim closer to service. Aim closer to truth. If no one claps, do you still do it? Say yes out loud. Avoid the traps. Do not borrow someone else's why because it sounds grand. Do not chase applause. Turn the why into a small daily act. Pick one move that serves a real person. Send one helpful note. Teach one tip to a classmate. Work 1 hour on a piece you can show. Log the act in 1 sentence. Link your why to your map from the last chapter. Put the line at the top of your one page. Let the words shape what you put in each camp. If the step does not serve the line, cut it or shrink it. Use a reset when the day goes bad. 3 breaths. Read the line. Choose a tiny task that fits. Clear one surface, review one page, make one call. Share your why with one trusted person. Ask them to ask you about it each week. A 30-second check is enough. Did you read your line each day? Did you act on it? What got in the way? What will you change? Build a small altar for the work. A shelf with one photo, one card. When the candle is on, you work. When it is off, you rest. Expect doubt. Doubt is loud in the first weeks. Meet it with action. Mark it down. Then start again today. Over time, the marks become a rope you can hold when the wind rises. Expect pushback from your circle. Some people like you as you were. Smile and keep your moves small and steady. Let your work speak. Expect boredom. Boredom is a sign to refresh, not to quit. Change the room. Change the tool. Keep the line. Now write your letter. Begin like this. Dear me, I am writing to remember why I am making this climb. Then write the 3 scenes. Then write the 5 whys. Then write your line that begins with because. End with one act you will do today. Fold the page. Place it where you start your next hour. Each day, do only 3 things. Read the line in the morning. Do one act that serves a real person. Log one sentence before sleep. Tonight, write the letter. Tomorrow morning, read the line before breakfast and do one act that serves a real person. On day 3, read the line again and choose a new act. Keep the chain for 1 week. You now have a reason that can pull you through hard days. Next, we shape the person who can carry it across years. Identity before goals. Chapter 4. Identity before goals. Stand still for a moment. Picture a house. The roof keeps the rain out. The foundation keeps the house up. Goals are the roof. Identity is the foundation. If the foundation is weak, the roof will leak. We build the person first, then we chase the result. Voice 1 says hurry. Pick a big target. Announce it. Start on Monday. Voice 2 says steady. Become the type of person who shows up today. Keep the bar low. If you miss, return tomorrow. You choose which voice to feed. The first seeks a scene. The second builds a life. Choose the life. Scenes fade fast, but habits grow roots that hold you through wind and rain. Start with one line that begins with, I am. Make it concrete. I am a runner. I am a writer. I am a patient builder. I am a steady server who treats each guest with care. I am a store assistant who keeps the shelf clean and the numbers right. Say it out loud. You are choosing a path and proving it with action. Pick one daily proof for the identity. A runner moves for 10 minutes each morning. A writer produces 200 words before checking messages. A patient builder spends 20 focused minutes on a hard skill. Make the proof small enough to do on a bad day. Link the proof to a fixed time and place. After breakfast at the kitchen table. Before dinner at the small desk by the window. Right after your shift in the quiet corner of the library. The brain loves cues. Make one path simple. Set a floor and a ceiling in one gentle rule. Keep a floor for tough days and a gentle ceiling for free days so you do not burn out. 10 to 40 minutes is a good range. Do the floor on hard days. Touch the ceiling only when you feel calm. Keep a simple 7-box card for the week. Each day you keep the proof. Mark one box, Aim for 5 boxes or more. If you miss, restart next day without drama. Remove one conflict between the person you want to be and the person you used to be. If you are a runner, put the shoes by the door and move the game console to a closet. If you are a writer, set your laptop to open the draft. If you are a patient builder, leave the hard problem on top of the desk. Choose a tiny reward that fits the identity. A runner checks a log and drinks a glass of water. A writer reads one page of a favorite book. A patient builder steps outside for fresh air. Rewards are small. Pride is quiet. Here is a story from the United States. Ava lives in Minneapolis, Minnesota. She is 20. She studies nursing at a community college and works weekends at a bakery. Ava wants to be the kind of nurse who stays calm in a storm and speaks with care. She writes one line: "I am a calm nurse who learns every day and helps people feel safe." She chooses a daily proof. Before her morning commute, she studies for 15 minutes with a timer and speaks one sentence out loud to teach the topic to an imaginary patient. She tapes a small card by the door. She marks a box each day she keeps the proof. She keeps a floor of 10 minutes for bad mornings and a ceiling of 40 minutes for free days. Week 1 goes smooth. Week 2 brings a late shift and a long bus delay in the snow. She misses a morning. Old Ava would wait for Monday. New Ava returns the next day. She does the floor. She marks the next box. She sends a text to a classmate with one study tip. Week 4, Ava freezes during a lab check and forgets a step. The old voice says, "Quit for a week." The new voice answers, "One step now." After class, she asks the instructor for one correction. The instructor shows a simple checklist and a breathing cue. Ava tapes the checklist on her water bottle. The next lab goes better. She marks her card and writes one line: "Learned a better cue. Stayed calm." By the end of 2 months, the card shows a field of marks with only 2 gaps. Ava can flip through notes in minutes and explain a topic in simple words. A patient tells her, "You helped me feel safe." The sentence goes into the notebook. Make your identity social in a gentle way. Tell one trusted friend your line and your proof. Ask for a weekly check that lasts 1 minute. Did you keep the proof at least 5 days? What will make next week easier? Guard your language. Use "I am" instead of "I will try." Use "I do" instead of "I hope." When you miss, say "I missed," then "I continue." Make moves. Design small exits for bad days so the identity survives. A runner can walk the block. A writer can outline 3 bullets. A patient builder can watch a 5-minute tutorial and take one note. Measure identity with evidence, not vibes. Count kept proofs per week. Count weeks in the chain. Count small wins you can show. Let numbers be simple and kind. Review once a week. Sit down on Sunday. Look at your marks. Use a 1-minute check. What made it easy? What made it hard? Change one small thing. Upgrade the proof when it feels easy for 2 weeks in a row. Add 5 minutes. Add a small twist that matches the life you want. A runner adds 1 hill on Saturdays. A writer sends 1 short piece to a campus paper. A patient builder explains a concept to a younger student. Here is your short plan. Write 1 "I am" line. Pick 1 daily proof with a floor and a ceiling. Place 1 cue in your room and 1 on your phone. Set up a 7-box card that tracks the week. Tell 1 friend. Keep 5 boxes or more. Then review on Sunday. If you doubt, act. If you miss, return. If you get bored, Refresh the cue and keep the floor. You are building a life you can carry with pride. Next, we run playful tests to find work your identity enjoys. 30-day curiosity experiments. Chapter 5. 30-day curiosity. Experiments, think of a practice field. It is open. It is safe. You try a move. You miss. You try again. No one keeps a final score. Curiosity experiments work the same way. You do small work for a short time. You gather proof. You learn what fits. Pressure blocks learning. Play unlocks it. We will swap pressure for play. The test is not your identity. The test is data. Data guides your next step. Start with one question that excites you. If I try this for 30 days, what could change my life the most? Write one clean line. Keep it narrow. Speak it out loud. Pick one lane, not three. Choose one skill for this month. Writing, video, support, sales, teaching, coding, cooking. Define a tiny daily rep. The rep must be so small you can do it even on a bad day. Write one short paragraph. Record one 60-second voice note. Sketch one icon. Shoot one clip. Solve one small bug. The point is not to impress. The point is to leave a trace you can review. Set 3 signals to track. Joy, speed, need. Joy asks how fun it felt. Speed asks if you finished faster than last week. Need asks if someone found it useful. Keep the signals simple. Yes or no is enough. Plan a weekly demo. A demo is 3 minutes for a real person to see one small piece and give one clear note. Share it with a friend or a small group. Ask one question. What one thing was clear? Then listen and take one note. Make a punch card you can see. Use a 7-box card for each week. Each day you do the rep. Mark one box. The goal for the month is 24 boxes. Protect one fixed time each day. Morning before school. Lunch break in your car. After dinner at a quiet table. Consistency matters more than the hour. Tell one person your plan. Keep the report short. One page that says what you did, what you learned, and what you will do next. Remove the first friction. Put tools where you can see them. Prepare the file the night before. Place your phone in another room for 20 minutes. Here's a story from the United States. Noah lives in Raleigh, North Carolina. He works at a bike shop and takes evening classes at Wake Tech. He wants a path that mixes hands and words. He is not sure if he loves video scripts or repair guides. He chooses one lane for the month. Short repair guides for beginners. His daily rep is tiny. One guide with 3 steps and one photo. He types it in a template and reads it out loud. He sets 3 signals. Joy. Did the work feel fun? Speed. Did it take less time than last week? Need. Did someone ask for the guide or thank him for it? Noah picks a demo day, Saturday morning before the shop opens. He prints one guide, tapes it near the front wheel tools, and asks a coworker to try it. He asks one question. What was clear? The coworker points at step 2 and says the wrench size should come first. Noah fixes the line. Week 1 shows 1 joy, 1 speed, and 2 need checks. Week 2 shows more. He starts a tiny site with 5 guides. He adds a simple contact form. A local parent emails to say her kid fixed a flat by himself. Noah writes the email on a sticky note and puts it on the wall above his desk. At week 3, he feels bored. He wants to switch to video. If he switches now, the data breaks, and next month he must measure from 0 again. He does not switch. He adds a small twist. Each guide now has a 1-minute audio note that explains the why behind each step. He keeps the daily rep small and steady. At week 4, a coach from a youth cycling club finds the site. She asks if he can make a workshop outline for teens. Noah writes a simple plan with 5 stations. He runs it on a Saturday with 2 friends. The teens laugh and learn. The coach asks for a second session next month. The punch card shows many marks: joy, speed, need. Noah has data. He makes a calm choice. He will keep writing guides and learn basic video later. Use Noah as a model. Pick one lane, define a tiny rep, track your signals, run one small demo each week. Do not switch lanes at the middle of the month. Add small twists if you feel bored. Here is a message you can send for your demo. Saturday morning, I have a 3-minute guide to show. Would you watch it and point to one part that is not clear? What if your month shows low joy? Move your skill to a hobby and test a new lane next month. What if your joy is high, but need is low? Keep the skill and change who you serve. What if need is high, but speed is low? Keep the lane and practice the parts that slow you down. Write a 1-page wrap at the end of day 30. Title: What I tested. Signals I saw. Best piece I made. 1 lesson for next month. 1 decision I will try for 2 more weeks. Tape the page near your desk. Post the wrap in your room as a quiet promise to yourself each day. Here is your start plan. Today, write your clean question. Choose 1 lane. Define 1 tiny rep. Draw a punch card with 7 boxes for the week. Tell 1 person your plan. Tonight, prepare the file for the morning. Lay your tools out. Tomorrow, sit down and do the first rep. Mark 1 box, breathe out. Your future self needs proof. You can make proof in 20 minutes a day. A month of proof beats a year of guessing. Curiosity is not a detour. Curiosity is the road to work you can love. If you feel lost, keep the experiment gentle. Your goal is a small signal, not a new identity. Keep the room quiet. Keep the timer short. Keep stakes low. Keep moving. After 30 days, you will know more. Next, we stack pieces into a skill set that can scale. Chapter 6. Build a skill stack for scale. Picture a table with simple bricks. 1 brick is small. When you click the right bricks together, you get a car that rolls. Work is the same. 1 skill can bring a small win. A stack of skills can carry you far and help more people with less stress. Choose 1 core skill. Pick a skill you want to live with for years. Writing, design, coding, teaching, repair, support, cooking. Choose the one that feels like home for 1 quiet hour. That is your base. Add 2 amplifier skills. An amplifier makes your core travel farther. Storytelling makes design clear. Speaking makes writing spread. Search know-how helps people find your guides. Basic video turns a lesson into a clip. Simple data skills help you choose what works. Pick 2 that fit your base and your life. Plan cross-practice. Cross-practice means you train 2 skills in 1 session. Write a short guide and speak it out loud. Design a flyer and add a tiny story. Record a clip and add clean captions. 10 minutes on each is enough to feel the click. Draw a stack map on 1 page. Row 1 is the core. Row 2 is amplifier 1. Row 3 is amplifier 2. Under each row, list 1 drill and 1 daily proof. A writing drill is 200 words. A speaking drill is 1 minute out loud. A search drill is 1 keyword test. Your map should fit on a note card. Create a 2-week sprint. Week 1 is build and test. Week 2 is refine and ship. Keep one ship day the same for each sprint. Friday works well. A steady ship day gives you a beat your brain can learn. Ship one reusable piece each sprint. Reusable means you can use it again without starting over. A template. A checklist, a short script, a code snippet, a cover image set, a class outline. After 4 sprints, you will have a small toolbox that makes the next sprint lighter. Protect quality with a 1-page standard, clear words. Clean look, true facts, simple steps, real benefit. Before you ship, read the page with your finger and say yes or no. If a line fails, fix it or cut it. Track effort and reach in plain terms. Effort is the hours you truly put into the stack this week. Reach is people who used your work and the thank you notes you received. When effort goes down and reach goes up, your stack is working. When effort stays high and reach stays flat, train the weak link or add a better amplifier. Set a simple weekly flow inside the sprint. Monday draft, Tuesday build, Wednesday polish, Thursday review, Friday ship. Motion reveals weak links. Weak links point to the next drill. Use a small review on Sunday. 3 lines only. What felt easy? What slowed me down? What one thing will I change in the next sprint? Keep reviews short so you keep doing them. Here is a story from the United States. Sophia lives in Denver, Colorado. She studies at a community college and works at a farmer's market on weekends. She loves simple food and wants to teach busy students how to cook on a small budget. She also wants to help her mom with bills. Core skill is cooking. Amplifier 1 is short writing. Amplifier 2 is phone video. Sophia draws her stack map. Core drill is 1 new recipe each week that uses 5 items or less. Writing drill is a 200-word note that tells the story of the recipe in plain words. Video drill is a 1-minute clip that shows the key move. Daily proof is 1 small prep block after class. She sets a 2-week sprint. Week 1 is build and test. Week 2 is refine and ship. Friday is ship day. She tapes the plan above her small desk. Sprint 1, Week 1. She tests beans and greens in 1 pan. She writes a short note. She records a clip that shows the stir that keeps the beans from sticking. 10 people at the market try the dish and smile. 2 ask for a version with chicken. Sprint 1, Week 2. She refines the note and adds a quick image that reads well on a phone. She ships on Friday. 3 students ask for a printable card. She makes a card and saves it in her toolbox. Sprint 2, Week 1. The clip is dark and the pan smokes. She wants to skip the whole thing. Money is tight this month and classwork is heavy. She opens her 1-page standard, clear, clean, true, simple, useful. She moves the lamp, wipes the pan, slows down, and shoots again. The shot is clean. She takes a breath and keeps going. Sprint 2, Week 2. She ships a simple chicken bowl. A pantry manager sees her table at the market and asks for a short class. She says yes and builds a class kit from her toolbox. The kit holds 4 printable cards, 4 short scripts, and 1 page of notes for the host. She teaches on a Thursday night. People laugh and learn. The manager asks her to return next month. Reach grows while effort per class drops because the kit is ready. Sophia keeps the flow. She adds a tiny search test to each post. She swaps 1 word in the title and checks which one brings more readers over 2 days. She keeps the better word next time. The stack gets smarter. Aim for clear wins. Each 2-week sprint should ship one reusable piece that meets the 5-point standard. After 8 weeks, you should have 4 pieces in your toolbox. When you look at the box, you should feel lighter. That feeling means the stack is paying you back. Here is a stack map model you can use right now. Core is short writing with 200 words per day. Amplifier 1 is 1 minute speaking into a recorder. Amplifier 2 is 1 keyword test per post. Daily proof is a draft and 1 line of notes. Reusable piece this sprint is a cover template you can use again. Common traps to avoid. Switching the core each week. Piling on 5 amplifiers at once. Building long pieces you cannot reuse. Shipping a mess because you chased speed. Forgetting who the work is for. Your stack serves real people. Keep their needs on the page. Here's your plan for the next 2 weeks. Today, choose your core and 2 amplifiers. Draw your stack map with 1 drill and 1 daily proof for each row. Write your 1-page standard. Pick Friday as ship day. Decide on the reusable piece you will make. Save a blank template in a folder called Toolbox. Set your desk so you can start fast in the morning. Tomorrow, begin Sprint 1. Draft for 20 minutes. The next day, build for 20 minutes. The next day, polish for 20 minutes. The next day, review your work against the standard. On Friday, ship to 1 small place and send a short note to a friend who might use it. On Sunday, write the 3-line review. Repeat for Sprint 2. Remember why stacking works. A single skill can win you a shift. A stack can build you a role. A single skill can help 1 person today. A stack can help many people next month with the same calm effort. That is scale. That is how you grow reach while staying steady inside. Your stack is ready. Now you need a system to carry it on good days and bad. In the next chapter, we will design simple routines that move even when mood drops. Systems over motivation. Chapter 7. Systems over motivation. Motivation is weather. It comes and goes. Some mornings shine, some afternoons turn gray. A system is an irrigation timer. It runs on schedule whether the sky is bright or dull. If you want steady progress, build the timer. Feelings can visit. The system decides. You do not need to feel ready. You need a plan you can start in under 2 minutes. A simple routine carries you on bad days and doubles your speed on good days. Begin with 3 parts. A cue, a small action. A soft reward. The cue tells your brain it is time. The small action starts work without debate. The soft reward says, well done, do it again tomorrow. Block means 1 focused work session with a timer. Red day means the minimum to keep the rhythm alive when mood is low. Choose 1 cue you will use each work day. After breakfast at the kitchen table, after class in the quiet corner, after dinner at the small desk. Keep place and time the same. Design a 2-minute launch. Sit. Open 1 file named Start. Work for 2 minutes without stopping. Most days you will keep going. The launch is your bridge from thinking to doing. Work in short blocks. 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. In the work block, obey 2 rules. 1 file, 1 task. In the break, stand up, breathe, and rest your eyes. Protect your block with a few rules. Phone in another room. Notifications off, 1 tab only. If a new idea tugs at you, jot 3 words and stay with the task. Create a 1-minute rule card. Fill the blanks and tape it where you work. Cue after blank at blank. Launch for 2 minutes in file blank and start with the line blank. Block style is blank minutes work and blank minutes rest. Shutdown means save with today date. Write the first step for tomorrow, clear the desk. If I am cut off, I say I need 10 minutes. If I cannot delay, I draw one line on paper, do the urgent thing, then write resume above the line and restart. Write one if then rule. If I open the phone during a block, then I place it in the kitchen and write 3 lines before I return. Make a short menu for flat moods, simple wins that still move the project. Read 1 page and highlight 2 lines. Rename 3 files. Rewrite 1 paragraph. Record a rough voice note. Use a weekly measure that fits real life. Choose deep hours instead of raw block counts. 1 deep hour equals 2 short blocks or 1 long block of 50 minutes and a short rest. Aim for 3 to 5 deep hours each week. Pick a color for each day in the morning. Green day means 3 blocks or more. Yellow day means 2 blocks. Red day means launch and 1 short block. At night, mark the color. On Sunday, spend 10 minutes to review. Write 3 lines. What helped me start? What pulled me away? What one change will I try next week? Close each day with 3 steps. Save, plan, clear. Save your work with the date in the name. Plan the first step for tomorrow in 1 line. Clear the desk so the morning feels light. Practice repair. Repair means you return fast after a miss. When you skip a day, do not make a speech. Use the red day rules the very next day. That fast return is the muscle that makes you durable. Here is a story from the United States. Carlos lives in San Antonio, Texas. He works days in medical billing and studies nights for a certification. He chose to build a system. His cue is after dinner at the small table. His launch is open the practice portal and answer the first question. He runs short blocks with 5-minute breaks. He writes a rule card and tapes it to the table. He saves with the date in the name. He plans the first step for tomorrow. To raise the stakes, he places an envelope for the exam fee on the desk. Each time he completes a block, he adds 1 small bill. The envelope grows as the routine holds. Week 1, he keeps the system 4 days. Week 2, he keeps it 5. On Wednesday of week 3, his aunt needs a ride. He stops the timer, draws a line, drives her home, returns, writes resume above the line, and finishes 1 short block. Repair works. At week 4, the feed tempts him. He wants to watch a long clip. He reads the mood menu. Pick 1 easy win. He reviews 10 flashcards and marks 3 that were wrong. He starts the next block. By week 6, Carlos has a calm groove. He counts deep hours, not feelings. He passes a practice exam with a solid score. He has proof. Link your system to your mountain and your why. Place your North Star card near your rule card. Read your why line before the launch. When a task does not serve the mountain, cut it. When a task is scary but serves the mountain, shrink it until it fits 1 block. Keep your system human. Expect noise at home. Expect a late shift. Expect a flat day. Your system is not about perfection. Your system is about return. Make 1 system per domain, 1 for study, 1 for health, 1 for your craft. Give each the same bones. Cue, launch, 1 file, break. Shut down, red day. Start with 1 domain. Add others only when the first runs smooth. Here is your start plan. Tonight, pick your cue, write your launch, and make a rule card. Lay out your tools. Put your phone charger in the kitchen. Tomorrow, run 2 blocks and do the shutdown. Mark the color and the deep hours. Repeat for 5 days. If a day collapses, run a red day the next day and count it as kept. When mood dips, you still move. When mood rises, you move faster. That is the power of a system. It feeds on action, not hype. It gives you control of the wheel. Keep your pace steady. The stack you built in the last chapter now has rails. In the next chapter, we will shape the room around you so the rails are clear and quiet. Environment by Design. Chapter 8. Environment by Design. Your room trains your brain. The table, the chair, the light, the screen, they all whisper what to do next. If the room is loud, focus is weak. If the room is clear, focus is strong. Start with a quick audit. Stand in the doorway like a visitor. What pulls your eyes first? What tool sits ready? What mess shouts for attention? Tell the truth. This space helps me work, or this space makes me drift. A doorway audit means 10 seconds at the door to name one cue, one lure, and one fix. Do a fast reset with 5 moves. Clear the table. Keep the laptop, a notebook, a pen, and water. Fix the light and aim it at the work. Use a stack of books to lift your screen. Use a low-cost clip lamp. Use a shoebox as a footrest if the chair is high. Set the seat. Feet on the floor, back supported, screen at eye level. If you cannot close the door, face a wall or a corner. Make one zone for work and one zone for rest. If space is tight, use 2 sides of one table. When you sit in the work spot, the brain learns to start. When you sit in the rest spot, the brain learns to let go. Design your desk like a stage. Place your script on the stage before each session. That script is the one file you need. Put the phone in another room or face it down and block alerts. Headphones help when noise leaks under the door. Set a ready state that starts work for you. Open the file before you sleep. Set your computer to start with that file. Leave the notebook open to a fresh page. You want a morning that feels like a bowling lane with rails. Add friction to the traps. Move the console to a closet. Log out of the site that steals time. Place the remote in a drawer far from the desk. Unpin noisy apps from the first screen. If you live with others, place a note on the door that says working until and write the end time. Working until 9. Please knock at 9. Thank you. Make digital space match the room. Full screen, the one app, one window, one tab. Turn on Do Not Disturb. Make a folder called Start Here with 3 items. Today plan, current project, review notes. Open that folder and begin. Track 2 numbers for the room. Time to start after you sit in seconds. Tab switches per session. Create a closing ritual that resets the stage in 60 seconds. Save with today date. Write 1 line for where to start tomorrow. Clear the table and leave only the tools you need. Here is a story from the United States. Marcus lives in Baltimore, Maryland. He shares an apartment with a cousin and works evenings at a warehouse while studying cybersecurity at a community college. His desk was a kitchen corner that faced a hallway. Mail, cords, and cups covered the table. He felt slow and guilty. He taped his quiz dates near the lamp so the room showed him why the hour matters. Then he changed the room. Marcus did a doorway audit. The hallway view pulled him off task, so he turned the table to a blank wall. The loose mail demanded sorting, so he put a small bin under the table and set Sunday as sort day. The light hurt his eyes, so he bought a cheap lamp and angled it at the notebook. He built 2 zones. Work at the wall. Rest by the window. He moved the phone charger to the kitchen so the phone stayed there during study blocks. He set a ready state. The laptop opened to the class portal. The notebook sat open with tomorrow at the top. A glass of water waited by the lamp. Each night he wrote start with quiz 3. Each morning he started with quiz 3. The room did half the work. Noise was still a problem. His cousin watched sports. Marcus used earplugs and headphones. He also used a polite script, working until 9. I will join after. The cousin nodded. After 2 weeks, he felt lighter. He was not braver or smarter. He simply had a stage that told his brain what to do. Grades rose. Give your body a good setup. Sit with both feet down. Keep your back supported. Put the screen at eye level. If you use a laptop, lift it on books and use a keyboard if you can. If not, take a standing stretch every 20 minutes. Use light and air to reset the brain. Sit so light lands on the work, not in your eyes. Open a window for a minute during breaks. A short walk to the door and back can refresh you. Make a travel setup for places outside home. Library, campus lab, coffee shop, a quiet corner at a friend house. Pack a tiny go bag, headphones, charger, pen, small notebook. Pick a seat with your back to the room and your face to a wall. Shape your feeds. Unfollow noise. Follow a few that teach your craft. Put tools and books on the first screen. Keep fun apps on the last screen. Clear food and water decisions. Prepare a simple snack before you start. Water, fruit, nuts, or a sandwich. Eat during the break so you do not leave the room. Agree on signals with people who share your space. A door half closed means you can knock. A door closed means wait until the end time on the note. 1 minute reset, stand. Breathe once. Clear 3 items from the table. Open the file. Sit. Over the next 2 days, change the room with 5 small moves. Do the doorway audit. Turn the desk toward a calm view. Remove 3 lures and add 1 cue. Set 1 ready state that starts your next session for you. Write a closing line at night that tells your morning where to begin. If you slip, return to the room. Reset in 60 seconds. Sit. Open the 1 file. Begin. Small changes create steady daily focus. Your mind is strong. Give it a stage that lets it show you how strong it is. Next, we shape the people around you so your pace is steady and kind. Upgrade your circle. Chapter 9. Upgrade your circle. Picture a running track at sunset. You jog alone in 1 lane. Your steps are uneven. Then 2 steady runners slide beside you. They keep a calm pace. You match them without thinking. Your breath smooths. Your legs find rhythm. People set your pace. The right people make hard work feel simple. You will shape your circle on purpose, not by accident, not by who happens to be nearby. Choose 3 roles: a mentor who is 1 or 2 steps ahead, a peer who trains next to you, a quiet audience that gives real signals instead of noise. Start with the mentor. A mentor can be a lab assistant, a shift leader, a helpful senior at school, or someone you met at a library event. They do not need a famous title. They need to answer and to care. Send a short note that shows respect and effort. Keep it plain. Hello. I am working toward this goal. This week I finished 2 small steps. May I ask 1 question about my next move? End with a thank you. If they reply, do what they say and report back. Trust grows when you follow through. Add a 2-minute value proof to your note. One screenshot that shows a small result. One sentence on what changed. One sentence on what you will try next. You are saying, I respect your time. I bring proof. I am coachable. Build a peer lane. Pick one person who also wants to climb. Same standard beats same field. On time. Clear plan. Real work. Invite them to a tiny session. 12 minutes of real work. 3 minutes to share what was done. 1 minute to agree on the next step. Start on time. Little talk. Steady pace. Make a simple peer deal in 2 lines. We start on time, and we bring one clear outcome. We give one honest note, and we book the next slot before we leave. Tape the deal on the table where you meet. Shape your quiet audience. Follow a few patient teachers who share useful tips in your craft. Mute accounts that pull you into drama. Move your apps so tools live on the first screen and fun lives far away. Your phone should not be a party during a work hour. Your feed should help the work you said you care about. Know where to find guides in the United States. Check the career office at your community college. Read the event board at the public library. Visit a city maker space on open night. Look for a union hall workshop. Join a study hour at the campus lab. Real rooms beat loud feeds. Set weekly touches in a way that you can keep. 2 must touches. 1 mentor touch. 1 peer session. Add 1 optional share only if you have a useful note to offer. Keep score with ink, touches done or not done. Track a small circle index once a week. Median reply time from your mentor in days. On time rate for your peer sessions. Signal versus noise in your feed this week. If reply time is short, on time is high, and noise is low, your circle works. If not, adjust. Use simple scripts to protect your pace. When a plan steals your study slot, say thank you and offer a later time. Thanks. I study until 9. I can join at 9:15. When someone teases your goal, smile once and return to your work. If it keeps happening, spend less time there. You do not need a fight. You need a lane. Here is a story from the United States. Malik lives in Richmond, Virginia. He is 20. He works part-time at a grocery store and takes classes at a community college. He wants an entry-level data job. He had been watching videos and taking notes, but weeks passed without proof. Rent is due in 2 weeks. He needs a dashboard at work that someone will truly use. He decides to upgrade his circle. First, Malik finds a mentor. He goes to open hours at the campus lab and meets Miss Chen, a teaching assistant who interned at a hospital analytics team. He sends a short note. Hello, Miss Chen. I am learning spreadsheets and simple charts. This week I finished a free course and built a small sheet that tracks grocery stock. May I ask one question about my next move? Should I practice pivot tables or build a basic dashboard? He adds a 2-minute value proof, 1 screenshot of a chart that flags slow items. 1 sentence on a change he made. 1 sentence on what he will try next. She answers, do both, but make the dashboard for 1 real person. He nods and does it. Second, Malik sets up a peer lane. His cousin Jordan trains for a trade license. Different fields, same standard. They meet on Tuesdays at the library. 12 minutes of work, 3 minutes to share, 1 minute to lock the next step. They keep a small card on the table. Start time, end time, outcome. The card makes them quiet and focused. If one is late, the other starts on time. The late person slides into the next block without drama. Third, Malik shapes his quiet audience. He mutes loud accounts and follows two calm teachers who post short tips on spreadsheets. He moves games off the home screen. He keeps his phone in his bag during sessions. He reads one tip before each block and tries it in his file. Small signals beat loud noise. Week 1 feels different. He ships a dashboard for the produce lead at work. The lead smiles and uses it to spot slow items. Week 2, Malik sends an update to Miss Chen with a screenshot and one question. She replies with a gentle fix and a small drill. Week 3 brings a pull. Friends plan a late game night on his study day. Malik sends the script. Thanks. I study until 9. I can join at 9:15. They joke. He shows up at 9:15. His hour is safe. Week 4, he teaches one small tip to a classmate. The classmate shows him a cleaner way to format a sheet. They both learn. Malik writes the lesson on a sticky note and places it on his desk. He feels the clock slow down. The lane holds. Audit your circle on paper. Draw 4 lines. Helpers, partners, models, pulls. Under helpers, list people who answer and guide. Under partners, list people who sit beside you and work. Under models, list people you learn from at a distance. Under pulls, list people or places that drag you off track. Spend more time with the first 3. Spend less time with the last one. Be kind when you step back. You are not a judge. You are a builder. If someone keeps pulling you off track, shorten the time and choose calm activities when you meet. A walk, a short meal, a movie after your study block. If a group chat drains you, mute it for 1 week and check how you feel. If you feel better, keep it muted. Learn to ask and to offer. When you ask, be small and clear. May I ask one question about my next step? Can you look at this for 2 minutes and tell me what is clear? When you offer, be simple and real. I can share my template. I can run a short practice with you. I can watch your demo and give one note. Join rooms that match your lane, campus clubs, library classes, a makerspace, a community center, a church basement where volunteers tutor teens. The point is not to collect contacts. The point is to do real work near real people. When people work near you, you borrow their calm and their pace. Keep a tiny scorecard for your circle each week. Mark yes or no for these lines. Mentor touch, peer session, optional share, feed clean. If you get 3 yes marks, your circle will start to lift you. If you lose a week, repair fast. Send one honest message. I missed this week. Here is one small thing I did today. Thank you for your help. Then show up for the next session. Pride grows when you keep your word. Over the next 2 days, take 3 steps. Send one mentor note with a 2-minute value proof. Book one peer session that follows the 12-3-1 rule. Clean one feed and follow one teacher in your craft. Place the plan on the table where you work. When the hour comes, sit and start without debate. The people around you will set your pace. Choose them with care. Give more than you take. Keep your word. Feel the quiet pride that comes from steady weeks. Next, we will turn misses into fuel so progress does not break when you slip. Fail forward. Stay humble. Chapter 10. Fail forward. Stay humble. You will miss. You will send the wrong file. You will freeze in a meeting. You will fail a quiz you felt ready for. Missing is part of learning. The difference between stuck and rising is what you do in the first hour after you miss. Failure is not a label. Failure is a report. It says something did not work. Your job is to read the report and make a clean next move. You move from feelings to facts. You move from blame to build. You move with respect. Use 2 clocks. 1 clock is feelings. Let it run for a short time. Breathe and name the feeling. I am disappointed. I am angry. I am scared. The 2nd clock is repair. Start repair within 1 hour or as soon as you can. The repair clock is your edge. An after-action note is a 1-page mini report you write within 1 hour. Keep it on 1 small page, 4 lines only. What happened? Likely cause. Next step and when. Who needs a clear message from me? Here is a fill-in card you can print. What happened? Blank, likely cause. Blank, next step and when. Blank, who needs a message. Blank, choose the smallest fix that would have saved you. If you forgot a step, make a checklist with 5 boxes or fewer. If you rushed, add a pause rule. If you lacked skill, pick 1 tiny drill and put it on your calendar. If you did not sleep, set a hard stop tonight. Tiny fixes work because you will actually do them. Set a fast return window. Do your next honest attempt soon. Use 2 returns. Same day, micro return in 20 minutes to touch the task once. Full return within 48 hours to run a clean attempt. Touch fast. Fix calm. Pick the lane that fits the miss. Tiny miss means only you are affected. Fix and log. No message needed. Team-facing miss means a teammate waits. Fix plan plus a short message. Public miss means many people saw it. Fix plan, clear note, and a brief follow-up when done. Clean the air with 1 short message when others are affected. Keep your voice calm and kind. I made an error on this task today. Here is what I will do to fix it by this time. Thank you for your patience. If someone helped you, give credit in public. If you made a mess, take the blame in public. Humility keeps the room safe for everyone to try again. Ask for 1 note, not 10. What is 1 thing I can change that would help the most? Then say thank you and leave. Go do the work. Report back when you have done it. Keep a simple miss log. 1 line a day is enough. Miss, lesson. Next move. When you read the log on Sunday, you will see patterns. You will see which fixes pay off. You will also see that most misses are small when you move fast. Avoid the 3 traps: blame, drama, delay. Blame says, "It was not me." You cannot learn from that place. Drama says, "I am ruined." It burns energy without fixing anything. Delay says, "Next week." It breaks your pace and your trust in yourself. Replace the traps with 3 habits. Own, note, return. Own the miss in 1 sentence. Note the fix on 1 small page. Return within the window you set. Use a bank of tiny drills that make misses less likely. 10 breaths before you speak. 1 line to center your voice. 1 checklist for sending files. 1 habit of saving with the date in the file name. 1 rule that phones live in the kitchen during the work hour. Study drill. Rewrite 1 slide title in simpler words. Service drill. Practice a 2-sentence welcome with a timer. Retail drill. Scan and fix 1 shelf label. Coding drill. Write 1 unit test for a bug you hit. Content drill. Record a 15-second opening line. Measure what matters. Track return time from miss to next attempt. Track small fixes shipped each month. Track the number of clear messages you send within 1 day when your work affects others. Also track median time to return this month and a miss mix by type. How many tiny? How many team-facing? How many public? Aim to shrink time to return and shift misses toward tiny. Here's a story from the United States. Jasmine lives in Oakland, California. She is 19. She works at the front desk of a community gym and takes a public speaking class at a community college. Her manager asked her to lead a 5-minute welcome talk for new members on Monday night. Jasmine said yes. She practiced twice. On Monday, she stood up, saw 30 faces, and her mouth went dry. She rushed her words, skipped the safety rules, and ended a minute early. A member asked a safety question she should have covered, and her class grade depends on these talks. Jasmine felt heat in her face. She wanted to hide. She stepped into the hallway and set her 2 clocks. Feelings first. 2 slow breaths. I am embarrassed. I am shaky. Repair next. She opened her notebook and wrote an after-action note. What happened? I rushed the talk and skipped safety rules. Likely cause. Not enough live practice and no card to keep pace. Next step and when. Build a 3-card outline and run 2 live tests by Wednesday at 5. Who needs a message? My manager and the member who asked. Skipping the fix risks both safety at the gym and a lower grade next week. She built the smallest fix. 3 cards, 1 per minute. Card 1 says welcome and hours. Card 2 says safety and exits. Card 3 says how to book classes and where to ask for help. She wrote each card in large letters she could read at arm length. She added 1 pause rule. Take a breath between each card. She used 2 returns, a micro return that same day. She walked to an empty studio and spoke 1 minute from card 1. It broke the fear, then a full return within 48 hours. On Tuesday at lunch, she asked 2 co-workers for 3 minutes. She ran the talk. 1 co-worker said slow the safety line. The other said stand still for a second before your last sentence. Jasmine wrote the notes. She ran it again. It felt better. She sent a short message to her manager. I rushed the welcome talk and skipped a safety line. I built a 3-card outline and practiced twice. I will run it again on Wednesday at 5. Thank you for the chance to fix this. On Wednesday, she stood in front of a smaller group. She spoke with the cards in her hand. She paused between cards. She finished on time. A member smiled and said that was clear. Jasmine nodded and cleaned up the room. The miss became fuel. Humility keeps you open to the next step. Pride that puffs up will crack under heat. Pride that is quiet is safe. Quiet pride sounds like this. I kept my word. I fixed the small thing. I showed up again. Practice a short apology when you need one. Keep it light and true. I am sorry I missed the deadline. I did not plan enough time. I will deliver a shorter version by this time today and the full version by tomorrow at this time. Do not pile on excuses. Do not point fingers. Fix and return. Practice a short thank you when someone helps. Thank you for your feedback on my opening. I used your note and the talk landed better tonight. Share what you learned. After you fix a miss, teach 1 tip to a friend or a classmate. Teaching turns a private mistake into public good. It also reminds you that you can recover. Set a monthly review that is calm and kind. Read your miss log. Circle the top 3 lessons. Choose 1 habit to guard next month. Simple reviews keep you honest without shame. Here's your move now. Think of your most recent small miss. Write the 4-line note. Pick the smallest fix that would have saved you. Schedule your micro return in 20 minutes and your full return within 48 hours. Send 1 short message if needed. Then start the fix. When you finish, Mark the miss log with one line. Close the book. Breathe out. Quiet pride comes from kept promises. You read the report. You fix the small thing. You return fast. The mountain is still there, and now each slip becomes a step. Turn the page. We will pull the whole journey together. At the start, I asked you a hard question. If a full life landed in your hands today, could you carry it? Now you know the answer is not luck. It is the standards you keep each day. You have a North Star to look at. You chose a mountain, not a hill. You found a big why that lifts you when you are tired. You wrote an "I am" line to grow roots instead of chasing fruit. You learned to run 30-day tests with real work. You learned to stack skills so 1 hour becomes many results. You built a system so you do not depend on mood. You shaped your room so focus comes fast. You upgraded your circle so steady people set your pace. You turned misses into lessons instead of wounds. The outcome of this book is not a medal or a number to brag about. The outcome is the person you are becoming. More on time, more focused, more trustworthy. Stronger in body, more useful to real people. If the path feels slow, do not say I am not good. Say the thinking or the route is off somewhere. Then adjust your system, your space, and your circle. After that, take the next step. Keep moving. When you close this book, do not hunt for more motivation. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Write one short declaration in your notebook. Open the one task that matters and work until the bell. Save the file. Write one line for tomorrow. Clear your desk for 1 minute. Tomorrow, repeat. Then the next day. Small steps, pointed the right way, will lift you higher than any promise. Carry one line with you. I live by standards, not by feelings. The rest will come on time. The peak, the sky, the view. Keep climbing.